Okay, so here we have a different classification, but comparable to the household style setup. Now, here you see what we call today's more modernized drill set, like the Chicago Electric here. You have the traditional C3 series, which have a lot of functional capacity, as in you can get a saw, you can get a reciprocal saw, you can get a light, and so on. Then you have this, the Works drill set. I'm going to do a separate intro on this one, but I think this is what I consider a 4.5. And the reason why is it goes outside the box. Now, this 20 volt battery out here is slightly smaller than the Hercules series setup, but you also see that it's working on a principle that's actually multifaceted or duality. In this case, you've got a edge reciprocating saw and you've got a jigsaw. So I'll show you that in a second. But right here, you see it currently as a jigsaw configuration, and you see this one as a common household driver slash drill. So let me show you the other configuration. Okay, so here's the duality I'm talking about, and I think tools are going to have to start to go this direction because it's just so much more practical. The reason why I have so many different types of drills and so on is because I'll set a series of drill bits, i.e. a standing drill bit and or a screw drill bit, as you see here. And then, here I, just for the function of this one drill, I would use two drills. Hence, that's why I have so many. But this drill is a duality style drill that allows you to switch to a drill state where you can quickly flip to high speed and then flip down to low speed or a driver speed to bring up your Phillips head or your standard socket head. And it's just short of being an impact wrench like this big boy is, but it is basically getting me down to fewer tools to accomplish my goal, or more importantly, swapping bits, which is quite intensive if you're a construction worker. It's a good overall. Now, the Works devices are more for residential function. I'm not going to say these are commercial grade. I would say that if they were treated in a commercial environment, wouldn't hurt to have a backup just in case. But as you can see with this one, I can have this. This is the jigsaw reciprocating saw, and in here you've got a nice base mount here. You can flip the head down and turn it into a jigsaw, or you can have it as a normal small or large reciprocating saw, and you have a variety of different options you can do with this, which again, it's duality. I have something that can do two things with a flip of a switch, and that's important. So this is more valuable to me in the residential environment than the Hercules or Chicago or even the C3s, because these are monotask drills opposed to duality style tools and things. But they went much farther than that. These same 20 volt units can go into a variety of other things such as blowers, weed whackers, and weed whackers are actually edgers as well. And it's just really a great variety of duality tools that makes this something worthwhile. As I would give the Works a rating, I would do that in a separate video. But the whole goal of this was to talk to the Hercules series tool sets that are used in data centers when you're, building racks, doing constructs. What are the good tools that you can use to do such things, and how can you turn around and use them in an advantage? You have to be very careful with these tools also, by the way, when you use them in IT. If they're not set correctly to very low, like right here is 2 pounds for a turn radius, then the end result is strip screws, damaged metal, and so on and so on. And in some cases, you don't use any of this for working with IT equipment. But that's it for this. Again, this was about the Hercules series tool sets and their advantages and how they work. I'll do a separate intro on the Works drill set for residential homes, because I really do like the Works set, but for a whole different reason. God bless. I hope you guys get a little bit of learning out of this, and I'll let you go.